Buongiorno e benvenuti alla cerimonia di apertura della 58esima mostra d'arte della Biennale. Siamo sul palco Ralph, Rugoff e io che guideremo quest'ora dedicata essenzialmente alle premiazioni. Welcome everybody. 58th International Art Exhibition, award ceremony that will coincide with the opening ceremony of the exhibition after the previews and after the vernissage. I just want really warmly to thank a certain number of institutions and persons whom we want to let know our gratitude. First of all, of course, il Ministero dei Beni Culturali, la Regione del Veneto, il Comune di Venezia, la Sovrintendenza, la Marina, tutti quanti hanno collaborato direttamente o indirettamente. Desidero ringraziare i ragazzi dell'Accademia di Belle Arti che hanno collaborato nella realizzazione della mostra. Desidero ringraziare i 30 cataloghi attivi, neolaureati che stanno distribuiti lungo tutta la mostra in attesa di visitatori che loro chiedano qualcosa per la quale si sono preparati intensamente col curatore. Many thanks to all the participating countries, the 89 participating countries, to the commissioners, to the curators, to organizers, to the artists, and to the supporters. The 21 collateral exhibitions. And many thanks to our partners, to our sponsors, to our partner Swatch, and to our main sponsor Illy, to other sponsors, donors, and to the international institutions that are supporting the artists. Thank you to the Victorian Art and Museum for the traditional joint pavilion on applied arts. And I want to mention also thanks to those who have been collaborating for the special edition of the Forte Marghera Pavilion. Our warmest thanks to the 5,300 journalists and from the media that are attending and accredited to this exhibition, a number which is even higher than the previous edition. Our warmest thanks to Ralph Rugoff, who has been the master of it. Thanks to his staff, of course, and thanks to the jury. The jury, may I ask the jury to join us on the floor. President of the jury, Stephanie Rosenthal from Germany. Cristiana Collu, Italy. Sunjung Kim, Korea. Defne Ayas, Turkey, Holland. And Hamza Walker, United States. Ralph.
I'm going to keep my thank yous brief. I have to begin by thanking President of the Biennale, Paolo Baratta, for calling me about 18 months ago on a Saturday morning and inviting me to have lunch in Rome. And it was early in the morning, and my hearing wasn't quite working properly. So when he said I wasn't sure what this lunch was about, he said, "I'm Paolo Baratta. Do you know who I am?" But he still wouldn't tell me what the lunch was about until we had dessert. But it was worth waiting for. This has been an unforgettable experience, and I want to thank all of the amazing team who work for the Venice Biennale, from the Director General down to every assistant. Having survived this year, and it was an amazing challenge, I don't know how they do this 4 times a year and do an art biennale every 2 years. It's an incredible feat. They all deserve a huge round of applause for it. I had my own team of assistants and editors and designers and a wonderful architect, Nikolai Devendal, who really gave the Arsenale a look like it's never had before, and I'm very grateful to all of them. And above all, I think I'm grateful to the 79 or 83 artists, depending on how we count them, in the exhibition, who've made amazing work. Many new works, who've shared works from their own collection, and who've never ceased to amaze me. So no matter how many 12-hour days we were working without a break, we never got tired because their art continued to inspire us. And finally, I just say a brief thank you to the members of the jury who've been working very, very hard for the last 5 days to see over 92 exhibitions and to come up with their recommendations for the prizes today.
Allora, cominciamo con le premiazioni. First, we have a special mention for a participant, for an artist participant in the international exhibition. May I ask Stephanie Rosenthal, President of the jury, to join me here for the signing of the award. And the award goes to Teresa Margolles. Motivation.
To Teresa Margolles for her sharp and poignant works to deal with the plight of women grossly affected by the narcotics trade in her native Mexico, and for her creating a powerful testimonies with shifting existing structures from the real world into the exhibition halls. Thank you, Teresa.
Pues hola, hace 10 años participé en la Bienal, en la 53 Bienal, representando a México en el pabellón. Eran momentos muy violentos para México y el título del pabellón se llamó ¿De qué otra cosa podríamos hablar? 10 años después, ahora, 2019, desgraciadamente tenemos que seguir hablando de lo mismo, de la violencia que hay actualmente, de las mujeres desaparecidas, de las mujeres asesinadas. Entonces, esta mención es para las familias vivas, para las mujeres que salen a las calles y que están en riesgo. Pues para ellas es esto.
10 years ago, I took part 10 years ago, I took part in the 53rd Biennale of Venice, representing Mexico and its pavilion. Mexico the country was experiencing the most violent times in its modern history. And the name of the pavilion, what can we talk about from our trench in the world of art? Today, Mexico has not changed at all, quite the reverse. The killing of girls and women continues, unstoppable. 10 years ago, I stressed the situation of the country. Today, it is the same all over Mexico, and therefore I dedicate this mention to the memory of all the girls and women who have been murdered to their families, but especially to girls and women who are risking their lives today.
Second, special mention for an artist participant in the international exhibition. The award will be assigned by Stephanie once again, please. No, Stephanie, you will read the motivation. And you can. And it has been assigned to Ottobong Kanga.
Ottobong Nkanga for her ongoing and inspired exploration across media into the politics of land, body, and time.
I'm quite overwhelmed, but I would like to thank the Biennale. I would like to thank the president of the Biennale. I would like to thank Ralph Rugoff for inviting me, and also would like to thank the jury. But I would especially like to thank the team that has been behind the whole preparation and making it possible for the work to exist here. And another thing I would like to say is that it's quite important to be able to think through and to understand what it means in this time and in this moment where we see a lot of movements of people, where we see a lot of historical shifts, where we see a lot of extreme ways in which our societies is shifting and turning. And I think this work is really talking about that notion of contamination, the way things affect our minds, the way things affect the way we live. And so I'm very much overwhelmed, but I appreciate and I'm honored to be given this mention. Thank you.
Silver Lion for a promising young artist in the 58th International Exhibition. Chiedo al sottosegretario Vincenzo Spadafora se si unisce a me in questa premiazione. And the award goes to Haris Epaminonda. Motivation, please, is read by Sunjung Kim.
Yes. No.
Please.
Yes. For her carefully constructed constellation of images, objects, text forms, and colors that are built out of fragmented memories, histories, and imagined connections for showing us that the personal and history can be compressed into a powerful yet loose web of multiple meanings.
I'm sorry. So it's a great honor. It's very hard for me to accept this, but I want to thank President, of course, and the Biennale team, and the jury, and everybody who worked so hard and helped us all to make this possible. And I would like to thank especially my family and people who without I wouldn't be able to be here. And this would be a very dear friend who is unfortunately not here today, Andrea Zivanari, and she went through a journey with me in life for the last 10 years, and she helped me to make works and have talks and journeys together. And also Kelly J. Jones, who is sitting here, and she made the amazing soundtrack for the film. And we've been working for many years, and we became very good friends. And of course, also above all, my lovely family, my partner Daniel and Yanis, who have been here and there and everywhere with me in this journey. And of course, big thank you to everyone.
Golden Lion for the Best Artist in the 58th exhibition. May I ask al governatore Luca Zaia di raggiungermi sul palco per consegnarlo. And the award goes to Arthur Jaffa. The motivation is read by Defne Ayas of the jury.
AJ for his 2019 The White Album, which in equal measure is an essay, a poem, and a portraiture. Jaffa uses appropriated and original footage to reflect upon the issues of race. Just as the film critiques a moment fraught with violence in tenderly portraying the artist's friends and family, it also speaks to our capacity of love.
Say something. Wow. This has been a really incredible experience. I want to thank the Biennale, Ralph in particular, who I worked with closely. There's so many people in my life who I feel like just mean a lot to me. I wouldn't be here without them. So I'm just going to try to do a quick litany. First and foremost, my parents, who I love, my brothers, who I love very much, people who intervened in my life in really amazing ways. Khalil Joseph, I have to mention, Malik Saeed, Elisa Blount-Moorhead, Chris and Beth. I'm afraid to forget somebody, but Greg, Tate, my best friend, and Gavin, and Billy, I love you guys.
Now the awards to the national pavilions, national participations. We have a special mention and the Golden Lion. Special mention as a national participation. May I ask, posso chiedere al sindaco Brugnaro di raggiungermi per la consegna del premio? Grazie. And the award goes to Belgium. We have the curator Anne-Claire Schmidt, alla curator. And then artist Joost de Gruyter and Harald Tis.
I will tell you why he is wearing sunglasses, because he had an infection at his eye, because he saw too much art this week. But it's a bit overwhelming to be here, and we are not very good speakers. But anyway, thanks to everybody I know, everybody here, and my two boys who are not here, but who are very proud of me. I'm very proud of them. And Giuria.
Since I knew what great speaker you were, I postponed the motivation. So please, Hamza Walker, can you come and say it?
I don't have an eye infection. These tears are real. That's why I recommend waterproof mascara for everyone. No, I'm okay, thank you. Unsparing in its humor, the Belgian pavilion offered an alternative view of the under-recognized aspects of social relations across Europe. The uncanny staging of a series of fictional characters in the form of mechanized puppets based on folkloric stereotypes allowed the pavilion to act on several registers while creating two, if not more, I would definitely say many more, parallel realities. Thank you so much.
Golden Lion for the best national participation. May I ask, posso chiedere al Ministro Bonisoli, Ministro dei Beni Culturali, Ministro dei Beni e delle Attività Culturali e del Turismo. Thank you. Now, the award goes to Lithuania. before reading the motivation, may I invite to the floor the Minister of Culture of Lithuania, Mindangas Kviatkrahaus. Stephanie, it's up to you to read.
Golden Lion for the best national participation to Lithuania, for the experimental spirit of the pavilion and its unexpected treatment of national representation, for the inventive use of the venue to present a Brechtian opera, as well as the pavilion's engagement with the city of Venice and its inhabitants. Sun and Sea, Marina, is a critique of leisure and of our times, as sung by a cast of performers and volunteers portraying everyday people.
Thank you very much. In general, we draw in this piece, we draw a line between fragility of human body and fragility of body of earth. And we are very, very happy that the piece, which is very fragile in nature itself, was recognized in such a way. Thank you.
So I think, yes, this work is really much about love and the impulse that we send and the impulse that we receive and the impulse that probably, hopefully the audience receive, and it's really, really overwhelming to be here now. Thank you so much for everyone. And enormous thank you to our performers, singers, and curator Lucia Petroiusti, Commissioner Rasa Antanavičiūtė, and all amazing people which made this project possible. And we are out of planetary resources and corals are fading away, but we still have love and friendship in this world, and it's the essence of everything. Sorry to run on the
Part 2.
Chapter 2. Ralph, I hope you will forgive me. Of course, I'm here because of you. So,
Okay.
thank you.
thank you very much to the jury. Thanks for, I know what it means to be a jury and visit everything around, and many thanks also for your physical effort. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we as a jury would also like to thank Ralph and Presidente Baratta for the trust to build the jury. Thank you very, very much. And the fantastic team who supported us for all these 5 days. Thank you.
Ralph, please, would you join me for the, as it's already known, but the Golden Lion for Lifetime Achievement goes to Jimmy Durham. Wait a second. Rugoff, who has proposed Durham for the Golden Lion for Lifetime Achievement, will read the non-brief motivation.
This is when I get to say something? All right. I just have to say that Jimmy's work has been an incredible inspiration for me for the last 30 years, and it's a great honor to be able to give him this token of our appreciation. For more than 50 years, Jimmy Durham has found new and ingenious and cogent ways to address the political and social forces that have shaped the world we live in. At the same time, his contributions to the field of art have been outstanding for their formal and conceptual originality, their blending of dissonant parts and alternative perspectives, and their irrepressible playfulness. There is a great philosopher who once said that all great art informs us that its forms are merely forms, and that through the gaps in these forms, they give us glimpses of the boundless chaos that underlies all human existence, and from which we cobble together bits and pieces to make meaning now and then. And I think Jimmy's work has done this throughout his career in an amazing way, that when we look at one of his large mammals in the Arsenale, we see a wardrobe, we see some duct tape, some antlers, but at the same time, in our imaginations, we see something else completely different. But he asks us to hold these two ideas in our head at the same time, and to see the workings of how we can transform one thing into another, and how we make meaning. And this is an incredible achievement. So this is an award that's well-deserved. I'd say deserved twice over. So please join me in appreciating this great artist.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you.
You want to say a few words?
I want to say it.
El sol de mañana, el sol matinal. Mañana va a faire sol, shuruk, al sham. Morgen Sonne. Ciao, Asahi, Ilios. Dobre utro, manguanani, il sol de mattina. Thank you. Thank you.
E ora è davvero il mio turno oltre a Ralph Rugoff, di ringraziare calorosamente e dal profondo della possibile stima e apprezzamento tutta la Biennale che ha lavorato per fare questo miracolo tra tanti altri miracoli. A loro tutta la nostra gratitudine. E un grazie di cuore a questa città che sa apprezzare i miracoli. Grazie. The ceremony is over. Thank you.